Hi guys, so today's video is going to be all about toy safety for small animals. Some toys I have given to my pets before have put them in dangerous situations, so I thought this video would be helpful to other small pet owners so I can warn you guys about different problems that I've had with certain types of toys and just give you some things to watch out for. So one of the most important safety tips that I have is to make sure that all materials on the toy are safe to be chewed. Most of the toys that you buy from the pet store that are marketed towards your small animal are safe for them to chew. This one is the All Living Things barrel roller, and as you can see it's quite colorful, but all the dyes are made from vegetables, so they're okay for your small animals to ingest. And if you're unsure about the dyes or what the toy is made out of, don't hesitate to contact the company and ask them, or just take a look at the back of the packaging. Lots of times the information will be there. I tend to give my small animals birds toys to play with as well, but you have to make sure that all aspects of the bird toy are completely safe for your pet to chew and ingest. So I would recommend avoiding toys with pieces of rope. I have given this to my guinea pigs before, this toy, and I didn't see them gnawing on the rope at all, and there doesn't seem to be any bite marks or any clue that it looks like they've been chewing at it, but it's better to just avoid it altogether in case something bad happens and they do ingest that. You also want to avoid pieces of leather that are on bird toys, and also, if you can, little plastic pieces if your pet is really interested in chewing plastic, because obviously you don't want to have them ingest different pieces of plastic. If you're using items for your pets that are from the outdoors or you pick them outside, you want to make sure that they don't have any pesticides. That really includes different types of wooden sticks. I'm going to put a list on the screen right now of all the different types of wooden sticks that you can get outside that are safe for your pet to chew. So you do want to make sure that these trees that you're getting them from are free of pesticides. If you're using different wooden or willow products that aren't marketed towards small animals, you want to make sure that, one, they are a safe type of wood, that they don't contain any varnishes or seals on them. If they're shiny looking, I would just avoid them completely. And you also want to make sure there's no types of paints on them, because most of the time they will not be safe for your small pet to chew. And if you can't get this information together and you're not really sure if it does have a seal or a varnish on it, then it's just better to avoid altogether. My next safety tip would be to make sure that the toys are suitable sized for your small animal. So this point comes with a little bit of a story, but a few weeks ago I gave this coconut to my guinea pigs, and I've had this coconut for around 2 years now. It's actually meant for hamsters, gerbils, and mice as a little hideout house, but I have for quite a while now just been stuffing it with hay and giving it to the guinea pigs to kind of make it a little bit more exciting and a little bit more challenging to get some hay. So anyways, I gave it to them a few weeks ago, and when I came home from school, I noticed that Marble's head was actually stuck inside the coconut. Now, it sounds funny now, and even looking back on it, it does seem a little bit humorous, but definitely at the time, I didn't find it so funny. So I've kind of put it back together for you. This is what it looked like. It came with 2 smaller holes and then this larger hole, and this was the hole that Marble's head was stuck in. That's little Felix, if you're wondering. So it looks kind of big on camera right now, but if you can compare it, Felix's head is much smaller than Marble's. So Marble couldn't get her head out of it, and it was kind of wrapped around her neck, which is very dangerous. This was obviously a really life-threatening situation. So I couldn't pull it off of Marble's head. My dad actually had to get some wire snips, and we had to cut the coconut, which was really, really hard since coconuts are pretty strong. And it was really scary because Marble was getting kind of almost choked when we cut it, because we had to tighten it up and pull, and it was going really tight on her neck. So it was really, really scary, and once she got out of it, she went and got a really, really long drink, like almost 2 minutes long, which is a really long time. And she also went and got hay, so I don't really know how long she would have lasted if I didn't come home, for example, or I left them and didn't check on them when I got home, because she wouldn't have had water, she couldn't have eaten. just really, really scary. So that is why now I no longer give the guinea pigs anything that they can get their head stuck in, which includes these little Timothy hay rollers, which are actually also meant for hamsters and gerbils and mice, but I used to stuff with hay, but it was just too scary of a situation and I just do not want it to happen again, so I no longer give these things without supervision. Also, if we have any hedgehog owners watching, you would know that toilet paper tubes are pretty dangerous for hedgehogs because since hedgehogs really love tunneling, they will lots of times try to go through the toilet paper tube and they cannot fit through a toilet paper tube. So they will end up getting their head stuck and possibly suffocating because it gets stuck around their neck. So it's really important if you're going to give a toilet paper tube to your hedgehog that you just slit it down the side completely so it's able to be opened and your hedgehog cannot get stuck. It is also important to note that the safety of the toy will change while it is being chewed. This definitely includes cheaply made willow balls like the one I have right here. These ones, since they are, not really wound together so well, they will come off in little circular motions or unravel like this when they're in the process of being chewed, and it is quite dangerous for lots of small animals to be having this in their cage because they can get heads stuck, they can get limbs stuck, and even for smaller animals it's quite pointy and it is a hazard. So that's why I recommend watching your animal when they're chewing this, and after they've kind of semi-destroyed it, you can use these little rings. And what I do is I just make little wreaths and I tie it up with some sisal string in a few corners to make it secure so you can still get your money's worth out of the toy. So that basically wraps up my video. Those were the tips that I could think of for this video. I really enjoy making DIY toys because you know exactly what's going into them, Just same with making your own treats. You know exactly what ingredients you're using. With this, you know exactly what items you're using, and most of the time they are very safe. So I actually have a playlist called Sunday Series DIY Toy Making thing, and I'll leave a link down to it below. Since Pebbles ditched me, we'll end with Charlotte. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. And I know Pebbles is looking quite scruffy and dirty. That's because she's going for a bath and a haircut right after this video. So yeah, bye.